Hello everyone, and welcome back to CCM Gaming. My name is Jared, aka Cornfed Kraken 93, and welcome back to the channel. So, what a great pay-per-view Crown Jewel was. And I don't really know what to say positive about that pay-per-view. I wasn't even going to watch it, I must admit. I wasn't going to watch the pay-per-view whatsoever. However, I realized that Kurt Angle was going to get a one-on-one match in the World Cup tournament, so I kind of had to. Sorry about this title belt being upside down. When it sits upside, right side up, it kind of like bends a little bit, so I try to like counteract that by flipping it over every once in a while so it bends back the other way. So it's upside down right now. So let's go from the top of the show to the end of the show. I didn't watch the kickoff show. Started right at the pay-per-view. And I gotta say, the tournament matches, I really thought they were solid. I thought almost all of the tournament matches were solid. I wish that they would just do wrestling. I wish that just for this one pay-per-view, put away the extra story pieces of cheating to win, stuff like that, and just wrestle. Put on a good match. Spend the time making the matches, something awesome, something spectacular like the Indies are doing. The Indies are walking all over the WWE when it comes to these type of pay-per-views and the good matches. That's what they need to concentrate on. They need to get away from these, cheating to win stuff. I mean, The Miz, just wrestle. Just fight. Now, I realized even before this pay-per-view started in this past few weeks, everything has been kind of doomed from the beginning. The whole entire pay-per-view has been doomed from the beginning. In my opinion, they should have just canceled instead of doing this stupid pay-per-view. And I'm sorry for the strong opinions, but after watching this pay-per-view, it really makes my opinion of the WWE falter, like a lot. They mess up a lot. They have these stupid things happen a lot in the WWE now. Underutilized people. Here's the thing. The best match that I've seen this year is Ricochet versus Pete Dunne on an episode of NXT for both of the titles. Best match that I've seen all year. It ended with the Undisputed Era breaking it up and causing that to end in DQ or whatever. So nothing ever happened. But it was literally the most epic fight, the epic match that I've ever seen in wrestling almost, period. But definitely the best match this year. Now, some of these matches, sorry for the focus here, some of these matches at this Crown Jewel could have been the same thing. But I feel like they've made it the oldies show. The better produced matches, pretty much, were Shawn Michaels and Triple H versus the Brothers of Destruction. I get it. That match was kind of lackluster too. Triple H got injured. Bad luck just streaming throughout the show. But before we get too far ahead, let's go back to the tournament. So, throughout the whole tournament, even though they, cheat to win storylines came in, I still enjoyed the tournament matches. I thought Kurt Angle looked really good for his return. I thought he handled his match pretty well. I think that they kind of held him back a little bit. The WWE, not so much him. I think he would have given it much more. Watching his matches in TNA just before he left with Bobby Lashley, I mean, they were something else. So I think he has much more potential. I just don't think the WWE is letting him use that. I feel like the WWE is always with this mindset. Hold back the superstars for just the right moment, then let them go when something happens, and that doesn't ever happen. I mean, this is frustration of years. Shinsuke Nakamura, underutilized. Dolph Ziggler, he should have won the World Cup, in my opinion. I would have gone with Miz over Shane McMahon. The biggest bummer of the night. They put this tournament out. I mean, that's what this pay-per-view is all about, this World Cup. They boasted about the tournament. They had qualifiers qualify for the tournament. And in the last minute, they pull a kayfabe injury. Shane McMahon replaces The Miz and wins the tournament against Dolph Ziggler, you just made this pay-per-view more of a laughingstock than it was already heading towards. I mean, come on. So we move on from that to the rest of the pay-per-view. Brothers of Destruction. I thought that match was actually quite decent. Shawn Michaels, after 8 years, still held his own in the ring. I'm just afraid of these guys getting hurt. They're not young like they used to be. The moonsault from the top, I mean, Shawn Michaels ate the floor pretty much on that. He didn't even hardly touch Kane or The Undertaker. The mask came off. Triple H was obviously injured, and it looked like maybe a right arm injury. Could have been a ribs, but I didn't think it looked like ribs. I thought it looked more like a hand. He always kept his hand close to him and didn't use it for anything. So that whole match was like riddled with like injury and accidents and botches and just, I don't know. Overall, Brock Lesnar versus Braun Strowman, I didn't really care which way that one went, honestly. I think the WWE needs to get away from some of these big guys winning the titles all the time and put the titles on some of these little guys, some of these guys that can handle themselves so much better. I'm not a big fan of Braun Strowman. I'm not a huge fan of Brock Lesnar, really. I get it. I think everybody's a little tired of Brock Lesnar. I think everybody's a little tired of the big man. I think everybody wants to see like an AJ Styles hold the title like he is. But AJ Styles, Samoa Joe, that match was kind of clean victory. Nothing fancy about it. I feel like this pay-per-view, when all said and done, was just thrown together. And it was literally a trashy mess. Like, if every pay-per-view went down even close to that, I would stop watching WWE immediately. It's just, the pay-per-view was just a shit show. It really was. The tournament had all the elements of being something decent. I mean, you bring Kurt Angle back, you bring Rey Mysterio back to this tournament that you're trying to make a big deal, and then you have Shane McMahon win it at the end. Come on. I mean, that's just not right. I don't know. They blew it. They blew it with this pay-per-view, in my opinion. So I'm gonna stop. I'm gonna stop running my mouth. Don't get me wrong. I love WWE. I have for a long time. It's getting fewer and fewer about the wrestling and more about the stupid storylines, in my opinion. And I realize what they're doing with Shane McMahon winning this tournament. They're really going to try to build up the Survivor Series pay-per-view, I have a feeling. But you blew it. You blew it, WWE. I mean, I didn't want to watch this pay-per-view because it was in Saudi Arabia anyway. But I did because of Kurt Angle, because of Shawn Michaels. And you blew it. So, I don't know. Let me know what you guys think down in the comment section below. This doesn't change my opinion of WWE in a whole. I still love the programming. I still love, WWE, and I love all the superstars on it. And just let me know what you guys think down in the comment section below. Like, subscribe for more, and we'll see you guys next time.